Hey loves, welcome to Vitamin D TV. I know it's been a super long time since I made a video, so if you're not new and you're coming back to see a new video, welcome and thank you for your patience, you guys. And if you are new, welcome. I'm going to give you guys the best hacks that I can give you for Spanish learners, okay? And you might be able to apply these to different languages. Let's see. All right, number one, jumping right into it. Pick a country whose Spanish you want to learn and practice it, okay? A lot of times the reason why you guys are confused when you're learning the language is because it does not all sound the same, okay? Like if you speak English as a native speaker, you know that people who are in the United States do not sound the same at all as people in England. People in England do not sound the same as people in Jamaica. People in Jamaica don't sound the same as people in Australia, but we're all speaking English, okay? It's literally the same concept as in Spanish, okay? People in Mexico do not sound the same as people in Chile. People in Chile do not sound the same as people in the Dominican Republic. Dominicans do not sound the same as people from Paraguay. All right, so there is literally a different way of speaking for every Spanish country, just like in English. All right, so when I started, I was learning Dominican Spanish, but when I was watching shows, I was watching a lot of Mexican and Colombian shows because they spoke more clearly. All right, so those are some tips. Pick a country. All right, number two, the more you practice with native speakers, the faster you'll learn, okay? If you are in the United States, especially in the tri-state area, you know that there are a lot of Hispanics in this area, okay? There's huge Latino communities spread throughout our area if you're from the tri-state area, okay? So it's easy to go into a store and speak Spanish with the worker, okay? It's easy to go to the nail salon and have a conversation with the worker, okay? It's easy to find an area where Spanish is spoken in the tri-state area and in a huge part of the United States itself. So the more you practice with native speakers, the faster you'll learn. If you're getting your nails done and you're talking to the lady and y'all are chatting it up, or even if you're telling her you're a beginner and you just want to practice with her so you're not really full into conversation, when she corrects you, you're not going to forget it, okay? When I was working as a waitress and I said hongos instead of champiñones, the lady at the table was nice enough to correct me because she saw that I was making an effort. A lot of times they like when you're making an effort, so they'll correct you. I never forgot that hongos is not how you say mushrooms when it comes to a food setting, okay? You're not going to forget instances like that because you have an entire scenario, if you would, to connect that experience with, to connect that correction with. All right, so the more you practice with native speakers and they're correcting you, the faster you will learn. All right, next, music helps with pronunciation, okay? Even if you guys don't know what they are saying word for word exactly, if you can sing along to the song and you are reading the lyrics, you're exposing yourself to how the word is spelled and how it sounds. So when you eventually learn what the word says, whether you're translating the song or you just happen to be practicing vocabulary and there's a word from the song in there, you're going to know what it means and you're going to know how it's pronounced correctly. A lot of times people don't want to learn Spanish anymore because they know their pronunciation sucks. Listen to the music. Listen, just absorb as much audio in Spanish as you can, and you're naturally going to sound better, okay? But you got to do it consistently. You have to do all of these tips consistently to get the results that you want. Remember that. Two more. Number four. This one is so important, okay? This one is very important. Number four, master the Spanish vowels, porque el diablo está en los detalles, okay? The devil is in the details, all right? So when you're speaking Spanish and you're like, and you know that you don't sound the way a native speaker sounds, a lot of times it's because you are messing up the vowels, okay? English and Spanish do not have the same vowels, okay? If you're saying manzana, can I have a manzana, please? Talking about an apple, and they're looking at you like, you're not saying it right, okay? It's manzana. You hear that difference from manzana to manzana? If you master the vowels of Spanish or any foreign language that you're trying to learn, master the vowels and you're going to sound a lot like a native speaker a lot faster, okay? Because people know. They know if you're a native speaker or not, okay? And if you're really, really, really good, they might mistake you for a native speaker, and that is a great feeling. That shows you that your hard work is paying off, but you have to put in the hard work first. So get your ear attuned to the vowels. Practice the vowels of any foreign language that you guys learn, okay? That is key, okay? That is key right there, all right? Last but not least, make immersion your best friend, okay? Immersion for any language is top tier, especially when you're a beginner. You can't even make it an excuse and say that you have to go to the Spanish country or the foreign country to learn their language. No, especially in these times of quarantine, if you don't immerse yourself into the environment, okay, make a vision board, put some pictures up of the place that you want to go, or whatever reason it is that you are learning Spanish or the foreign language you're learning. Take pictures, whether you're getting it from Pinterest or your own photos, and post them all over your room, okay? Listen to foreign language radio, okay? Just do anything you can in Spanish that you would do in English or whatever your native language is, okay? The more you immerse yourself into the language and just become like a sponge, the faster you will absorb it, okay? If you're never exposing yourself to Spanish or to the language that you want to learn, you're not gonna be even motivated to practice it. Like, if you get a job and you have to speak Spanish, you're not gonna be more likely to forget it, okay? You're not gonna slack on practicing, okay? Unless you really just don't really care. So I'm talking to the 1%, the 1-2% of people who are actually gonna do what I'm saying, okay? If you immerse yourself into the language as much as possible, into the culture as much as possible, you're going to thank yourself later when you look up in a year and see how much you've grown and progressed, okay? So those are my 5 tips, okay? Pick a country whose Spanish you want to learn, okay? Next up is the more you practice with native speakers, the faster you're going to learn, okay? Especially if they're from that country that you want to learn it from. 3, music helps with pronunciation. Practice the music, all right? Practice listening and getting used to how it sounds, okay? I started with bachata and then I worked my way up to reggaeton and went from there, okay? Number 4, master the vowels. And number 5, immersion, okay? So if you guys like this video, if you feel like it gave you some value, give me a thumbs up. Make sure you subscribe if you haven't subscribed already, and I will see you guys soon with the next video.